Welcome. How on earth did you find me? Or did I find you? Who knows? Today I just wanted to do a little bit of a brief talk really on addictions and how we can sometimes develop these addictions and not even know that we've got them, and it just becomes some sort of habit that maybe we do every day and we just don't see that there's a problem that has just sort of developed really badly. Anyway, for myself, I was probably on my own for about 15 years maybe, and during that time there was a little shop at the end of the road, and I used to go and buy biscuits and crisps and sweets and all sorts of absolute rubbish, and then I'd have my tea, and then about an hour later I would sit down with all these biscuits and crisps and sweets and bars of chocolate, and I would settle in watching box sets and videos and YouTube and all the rest of it. And I never seen it as like weird. I never seen it as like abnormal. This is just something that I did. I don't know whether I was just comforting myself or whatever this was, but honest to God. Anyway, probably about 6 years ago, I met someone, and he said to me, this guy, oh, come up and spend the weekend with me. And I went, yeah. And we had a tea, and he puts this film on. This isn't for a day video, you're right. And he puts this film on, and and I was like, well, where's the biscuits and the crisps? There was nothing. Hours and hours of sitting there with nothing. And I thought, oh my God, I really have a problem here, because nobody else obviously sees this as normal behaviour. And I think no matter what your addiction is, you know, whether you're on drugs, whether you drink too much, it's not something that just comes overnight. This is like being months, years, and something that you just see as a normal thing, that then it really isn't normal. It doesn't matter whether you're on the internet buying, you know, another pair of shoes when you've really already got 200, then the whole thing is the same. And I don't think we should really trivialize any addiction, because they're all the same thing, and they're all sort of really either come from triggers that are things that have really hurt us really badly, that come from some sort of coping, if you will, or they're filling a void. And for me, I guess I know what that void was, you know, from being on my own all this time. I know that was never healthy, sitting in every night, you know, watching YouTube and things. I know that I needed to change this, which I've started doing this year. So, new year, new me. Have started trying to get out more, to do some fitness classes, to sort of break the cycle, because, you know, I could not really carry on doing what I was doing. That was just massively unhealthy. And I'm lucky that I've never been obese. I'm not, you know, I've not got health issues or anything. But either way, or it's still not a place to be, or when you're just doing things that you know really are not doing you any favours. That's, again, regardless of what it is, isn't where you need to be. I also think, again, a lot of the time, you need to look at what has caused this, and not just try and fix the problem, but fix what has caused it and how you've ended up where you have. And for me, like I say, I just think that was a lot of years of being on my own, and a lot of years of, again, just settling in and eating crap. For those people who can cut this off completely cold turkey and completely like stop something, seriously, hats off to you, because that is incredibly hard to do that. For everyone else, hey, you know, it's one day at a time, and we are never ever going to be perfect people by any stretch of the imagination. We're all pretty much just a work in progress. So never beat yourself up, because that's not really healthy. That's not where you want to be. And however you've got there again, don't see it as like you're a failure, because nobody's ever failing in life. We're all just really lurching from one thing to the next and trying massively to make improvements. And that's all that we really need to be doing, is looking at ways to improve, ways to be the better version of ourselves. And it very, very much is small steps. It's very, very hard to go from zero to hero. You know, it can be done overnight, you know, by, yes, of course it can, but a lot of the time it is one day at a time and baby steps. So, for every day you break a habit, for every hour that you've changed something, give yourself a pat on the back, because we all need that pat on the back. And also, I think it's always helpful if you don't really discuss it with other people, because I think there can be a lot of like people say, well, you know, that's not very good, is it? Or a lot of people criticising, or a lot of people seem to think they've got answers, or they know what's best for you. And I honestly don't think a lot of the time that is really helpful. I think, you know, we sort ourselves out, and this is our life, and regardless of how well-meaning people are, they never have the answer for us. That answer is deep within you. Your soul knows the answer, your spirit guides know the answer, and more often than not, you know the answer yourself. So do not listen to those well-meaning people. You sort yourself out. You can do this. Seriously, one day at a time. And listen, I wish you the very, very best. Thank you so much if you've managed to get to the end of the video. For me rambling on for 7 minutes, thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon.